a bootlegkev.com exclusive.
Universal Music kicking it right here, back of the bus. This dude just got off stage, ripped it down, sold out show here in Tempe, man. Club Red, you already know we got Bodega Bamz in the building.
Bodega Bamz, aka P.A.P.I, aka Young Don Francisco, aka El Nino.
Yeah,
you heard? First time in Arizona, man.
First time, man. How'd you like that AZ crowd, man? They was getting on stage. And
oh shit, man.
I was afraid a little 16-year-old white kid was gonna get knocked out for a second there.
Hey yo, I definitely had to tell motherfuckers to fall the fuck back, which they didn't. I had to grab like 7 bitches off stage because they were squishing them bitches. I didn't want nobody dying, no fatalities on the tour.
You don't want that on you.
Word the mother. Nah, but AZ was fucking crazy. You know, my Vatos out here, my Brown Power essays out here, man. Them niggas was turned the fuck up, man.
Let me ask you, man, because being from the East Coast, like out here, I have a thing where I don't fuck with white girls. I only fuck with Latin women, which I might need to get some advice for you because they're the craziest women ever. My baby mama's Mexican.
Oh shit.
But we get like Mexican girls out here, like a Puerto Rican girl, Dominican girl. That's like a
rarity.
That's like hitting the lotto out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, how does the Mexican, like, I guess, culture identify with you? Do you have a lot of Mexican fans?
Oh, hell yeah. You know, what's crazy is that, you know, Mexicans are not valued correctly, you know what I'm saying? Because they are like the stable of hip-hop. Like, they've been supported since the beginning. If you go to California, you go to these Arizona, you go to New Mexico, these people love rap, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like Mexicans are not showed the proper respect. So every time I want to see one of my Mexican fans, I always bring up the Brown Power, because the Brown, that's how Tan Boys came about. It was Brown Power mixed with Black Power. You got Tan Boys. You feel what I'm saying? That's how the whole shit came about. I mixed those two colors or whatever. But nah, man, Mexicans are low. They are die-hard motherfucking fans. There's not too many Mexicans in New York, because the Mexicans that's in New York.
I've had Mexican food in New York. It was terrible.
Oh, horrible. You know, they run wild with Chipotle out there, man.
Oh, Chipotle's the shit out there? Like,
I don't fuck with that shit. That shit gave
so
me food poisoning.
Authentic. It gave me food poisoning out here. I liked it so. I loved Chipotle, and then one time it fucked me up. I was like, it's a wrap.
Nah, that shit fucked me the fuck up, bro. I never ate that motherfucker again. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a huge N.O.R.E fan, and you know, N.O.R.E was always someone who brought up the P.A.P.I thing.
Yeah.
And I know that you've switched that from kind of meaning like, I guess Aladdin Dope Boy is really the street version. Am I right about that?
Right, yeah.
To kind of like a term of endearment, which kind of what Pac did with the N-word on the strictly, you know, for my ninjas, and you did it, you know, strictly for my poppies. Why did you decide to come up with the acronym to make it something kind of positive?
Well, number one, there's never been a story of a connect in the game. Like, you even had the street hustler, you even had the 50 Cent, the Jay-Z's, their tales of drug dealing, but you never had the perspective of the connect. And everybody knows that when it comes to this drug shit, the connect is a Spanish dude, is a Latino dude, whether it be Mexican, whether it be Dominican, or whether it be Puerto Rican. Your connect is a Latino. Yeah. So I felt like that was missing, you know what I mean? And I peeped that, and I know about that life, you know what I'm saying? So I told myself, you know what, when I come in this game, I'm gonna be the connect. But at the same time, I know a lot of people don't know about that life. So I wanted everybody to relate to it. So I made it into an acronym because I know there's a whole bunch of proud and powerful individuals out there who don't know about selling drugs, but who still are proud and powerful individuals. So I made it to the acronym so that everybody can relate to it. So it doesn't matter if you Latino, it don't matter if you black or you white, you a P.A.P.I if you a proud and powerful individual.
That's what's up. I told you, man, the first joint I heard from you was the Where My Horns At joint. And I'm a huge pun fan, and that shit grabbed me right away. I was like, oh man, this shit is crazy. How important is it to you I've heard that you know, the new York, you shout that out for True Life, who I used to really be a big fan of him in Saigon back in the day.
Yeah.
But how important is it for you to pay homage to someone like Pun, man?
Oh man, it's a necessity. You know what I'm saying? It's a necessity. Like, I not even being Latino, I feel like any rapper,
I feel like other rappers that aren't Latino don't pay him enough.
They don't.
Respect.
They don't. Excuse me. And I feel like it's a necessity, man. You know what I mean? Just what Pun brought to the game. You know what I mean? He brought a whole different kind of element. Being a Latino, when people look down on us that we just reggaeton artists and we just do this and we just do salsa. When a nigga like Pun came in the game, he killed everybody. Pun is lyrically one of the best ever. You know what I'm saying? So I had to pay homage. It was a necessity. It wasn't. If I didn't pay homage, my nigga, like, it wouldn't be right. To me as a fan, because I grew up on Pun. You know what I'm saying? And anybody who don't pay the correct homage to Pun, whether you Latino or you black or you white, you fucking up. Real talk, because the man meant so much to the game, you know what I'm saying? He got took it from us so soon, you know what I mean? But nah, that's a necessity, bro. That's a necessity, man.
What's your favorite Pun verse?
My favorite Pun verse is my favorite song from Pun is Boomerang.
Okay.
I love that song, you know what I mean? From front, I just love that song. I would say my favorite Pun verse is definitely Boomerang, yo. Them first and second verse of that shit is amazing, man. Like the beat was crazy. I love that song, and when you talk to people, everybody be like, you ain't a killer is my favorite verse, or Twins.
Right.
I'm low, you know what I mean? Boomerang is my shit, man. Like that was when I heard Boomerang when I was in 8th grade. I was like, nah, this is my nigga. This is a fan, because I actually got on Pun late in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like
After he passed.
Like when I really became a diehard fan, I knew who Pun was. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knew who Pun was, but I really started listening to Pun after the homie died. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow, this nigga's amazing. Like I've never had a feeling after I finished listening to Capital Punishment. I've never had that feeling for another album. Like the way I felt after that album, I was like, wow, like this is me, this is my dude. Like I can relate to this man. So yeah, Boomerang is my favorite song.
Didn't you have like an encounter? You saw Pun somewhere, something like that. He had a gun on him.
Yeah. I mean, I was 14 in New York.
Where was this at?
This was in the Bronx. And I was 14 years old, and in New York, you know what I mean, they have an area where they do races at, like Fast and the Furious.
Oh, like, okay, yeah.
So it was in Hunts Point where all the prostitutes is at and wherever in New York. So we out there, you know what I'm saying, it's wild cars, Honda Civics, Acuras, all that shit, niggas is racing out there. So while we racing out there, we see a car pull up, and it's a Mercedes Benz. So we like, what the fuck is a Mercedes Benz doing in here?
Yeah,
So niggas is looking like, what the fuck is going on? Little do we know it's fucking Pun, my nigga. Pun riding like this, the gun on the motherfucking seat.
What year is this?
This gotta be 99.
90. Okay. So this is when Pun was big.
After he went double platinum. He might have had the double platinum Big Pun shirt on. Had the gun on the seat. Said what up to niggas. Looks like, oh, it's Pun. He said, yo, move out the way. Let the nigga go and all that shit. That shit was crazy. Because he was dolo out there. It was almost like he wanted to be a spectator. Like, y'all want to see what the fuck is going up here. And that's my only encounter with Big Pun.